Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get this live stream started. Wow, I just saw the breaking news. Brittany Griner pleading guilty to drug charges in Russia. What will that mean? What will that come to for Brittany Griner? So let's get into this economy. I made a post on my Facebook page that I spoke with an insider. Well, insider means someone who works directly from Wall Street yesterday, and that she informed me that August to stash all the cash that I could, and I had some people asking me about, stack cash. Does that mean pulling out the banks? Let me go ahead and make this disclaimer. I'm not your financial advisor. I do not give financial advice. I give financial education, financial strategies, and financial warnings, right? And forgive the stuffiness. I went grocery shopping and I got caught in a bad rainstorm and woke up this morning stuffy with the cold as a result. But again, I am not your financial advisor. Do not listen to anything I say about telling you, because I won't tell you, yes, do this, and that. I give you strategies, I give you insights, may even give you warnings, but I'm not going to tell you, yes, you know, take your money out the banks. Although I do believe that if you make money and you work for money, then you should have a certain portion of it in your possession. Why would you have every single dime in the bank? Why won't you have something in your possession? Hello, sister. Hello, Miss Perry or Miss Payne on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in and saying hello. However, you all know I do talk about precious metals, silver and gold. You probably gonna see a little glow on my neck. I just got some. I forgot what they called it, but uh, is it vaccine? Yeah, vaccine on my chest because I'm about to go to the gym and work this cold out. So with that being said, you know, the days of the longevity of the dollar is totally shortening, right? And I talk about silver in particular over gold because you can stack silver if you see the website strolling at the bottom. Stack silver to get gold. You can definitely do that because right now in a bull market, silver, and in the recessions and reset, silver outperforms gold, right? And at $20 an ounce, you know, it's very affordable and it gives you a high return on your investment, especially for the upper middle class, the middle class, and the poor working class. Upper middle class is six-figure income earners, right? Middle class is like from 50 to 100K, and the poor working class is if you're under 35,000 or 50K. Now with inflation, so this is the thing, people. Most people don't know what real money is, right? I never, for example, have my silver or my gold in my house. It's going to be in a vault away. So when people ask me, should they pull their money out the bank? I know they are talking about cash money because they don't understand that this government's money is paper. However, do I think that we will be at risk of a bank run or banks freezing your accounts? If you look back on history, during depressions, that happened. And just like you see these crypto brokers accounts freezing accounts, filing bankruptcy, right? Uh, Even though people use the FDIC insured People, FDIC is only up to $250,000, and you don't know how long it could take for these cases to be resolved where you can get your cash back. Now, history does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So, with that being said, would it be smart right now to start converting your dollars into silver? That question is yes. If you have financial education, if you know what's going on, and would it be intelligent? Again, you don't ever want to have just cash under your mattress per se, especially if you don't have ammunition on hand or security or means to protect it, right? So I know a lot of people say, "Well, we're in inflation now. I don't care what the insider from Wall Street that makes over 300K a year says we're in a recession." Well, uh, we're in inflation. Even we're in inflation right now. The cost of filling up at the gas pump, renting an apartment, or buying groceries are sky high prices. But I just left Essence Festival in New Orleans, the highest ticket sales in the history of Essence ever happened this weekend, and you still see long lines at the gas station, especially when certain cities or towns have gas for like $2.83. You still see the long lines even at that price. Even at that price, we don't see foreclosures and evictions in record numbers like we saw in 2008. The call for student loan repayment haven't started back yet. You still see long lines at grocery stores. You still see people eating out in restaurants. You still saw the 4th of July cookouts. You still saw the purchase of the fireworks that were inflated as well, overpriced. You still saw the barbecue, the steaks, the chicken, the pork. People, that's not inflation. I mean, that's not recession. It's inflation, and it's people spending their money the way they choose to. Some people say, well, people are going to regret going to Essence. Well, I have no regrets. I don't think I have any regrets because I don't know what the fall will hold. But from my perspective, you have to look at me as an investor and a person that has acquired assets for this time, for a long time. So for me, it was just a mini balancing of a fun event that I want to participate in. Now, for the people who are not, they're living their best life, they're living paycheck to paycheck, they don't have even 6 months of expenses saved up. Before this C-19 came on the scene, less than 40% of Americans had $1,000 for an emergency. Now, for those people who are still YOLOing, you only live once and living their best life, as Mr. T would say, I do pity the fool, right? Because, during these times, just spending um, as if you don't see the signs of the times and you don't see recession on the loom, I don't, I don't recommend that at all. And so this insider from Wall Street told me, she said, you're going to see recession. She's out of New York. She said, you're going to see, beginning next month, gas prices in the South for regular for 87 and $6 a gallon. And according to our conversation, she said this is going to start in August. I knew, excuse me, I told you I have a cold. I knew that after September 26th, after the Shemitah year, that we were going to see that we were going to see. I'm drinking third flu out one cup and water out the other. So after the Shemitah year, which is this year, September 26th, the Bible calendar for recessions and famine and all of that to happen, which is what we label as depression. But in the Bible, when you have famine of food, it's called food famines, right? You see that, you're going to see that after September 26th. That's the Shemitah year, right? And some people are saying, no, they're going to keep gas prices lower until the election. And normally that's what happens. They do. They keep gas prices lower and to, entice people to vote for a certain politics, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think that's going to be the case this time because according to Bible calendar, it's supposed to come in September. According to the Wall Street Insider, we're going to see recession in 2008. You don't see recession now with people still showing you on their social media that they're traveling now more than ever. When you see people purchasing gas, when you see the grocery stores lines along, when you see people are still eating out on the weekend in restaurants, people are still having their cookouts, that's not recession. When Essence Festival sells out in the history all time high, those are not recession. That's not recession. That's people spending in lieu of inflation prices, right? So let's get into Dogecoin, right? Elon Musk, Vegas Loop now taking Dogecoin payments for Doge Army, Doge holders. That's great news. Elon Musk seemingly confirmed the news on Wednesday with a tweet responding to the news saying supporting Doge wherever possible. And so his tunnel construction, did you all know that Elon Musk has tunnels? Right? Uh, the Boring Company, TBC, has begun allowing customers to pay for rides on its Las Vegas Transit City using Dogecoin. This happened on July 1st, and after opening its new loop station at the Las Vegas Convention Center, again, people make sure with everything that's going on with cryptocurrency right now, please make sure that you have your cryptocurrency backed up on a cold wallet off of the exchanges. Not your keys, not your crypto. So a lot of issues with brokers accounts, um, freezing accounts, filing bankruptcies. You definitely want to have your crypto stored. If you do not know how to do that, text the key phrase crypto to 331-444-5556. 5556. So, do that by all means. Let's listen in real quick on this clip.
All aboard. Elon Musk's Vegas Loop now taking Dogecoin payments. Elon Musk's tunnel construction firm The Boring Company, TBC, has begun allowing customers to pay for rides on its Las Vegas transit system using Dogecoin. A July 6 report from CNBC said the new payment option via Bit Pay surfaced on Friday, a day after the opening of its new loop station at the Las Vegas Convention Center. While the Boring Company has not officially confirmed the new payment method, founder Elon Musk seemingly did when he responded to a tweet about the news, saying,
So I was getting some echo in the background, decided to cut that off. Again, I don't give financial advice, but I do see this going on with some middle class. So I was just some echo in the background. I decided to cut that out. I don't know what's going on. I do see this going on with some middle class persons, or people rather, is that they are buying whole life IUL cash value life insurance policies. This book is approximately. I've had this book. These are my notes. I know for at least 5 years, right? You know, people, and this is not financial advice, it's education. I would not invest in something that I do not have literature on my own to research outside of the person that's telling me this is what I need. And so you have some people that are investing in these policies and with the promises of tax-free free growth. And this is, what I tell people, unless you have like six figures or 100K to roll over into these life insurance policies, or these reserve accounts, you know, that money cash flowing into low risk, not low risk investment because crypto is very volatile, but low entry level, meaning that under a dollar type cryptos, in my opinion, not financial advice, would be better for any middle class person to invest in. Because these insurance policy hold cash value, IUL, et cetera, if you don't have six figures to roll into them, and if you don't have money to budget when the premium increases, which it will, you might have to put 20 and 30 years in there before it's to your advantage to leverage against the face value and borrow against these accounts. And so what I help people to do is, most people give up more money income taxes than anything else. And that damages your finances. So you're a six-figure income earner, five-figure, whatever the case may be, upper class, poor, working, middle class, right? Your biggest expense, most people give up their biggest expenses to income taxes than anything else. So when you see the key word cash flow on the screen, I help you adjust your allowances if you have a job. I also call it W-4 wealth, right? So that you can increase your take home pay. So you can increase your take home pay. So, I mean, virtually everyone on my team at the low end, the lowest amount came in has been $200. The most recent amount from my most newest business partner was $600 for her. And so, with that being said, people, you can make more money with the money that you're already making. If you're a small business owner, you tell me, Queen, well, I don't have a a W-4. I don't have a traditional job. That's okay because you can still get the tax write-offs as the same business entities or franchisees such as Starbucks and McDonald's. You can get those same tax advantages, which means bigger tax savings or bigger tax monies, whatever you want to call it, especially since we have approximately a little over 5 months and some days, right? 5 months and some days to file taxes anyway. And that's a very inexpensive operational cost investment. So the extra cash flow, we're telling people, stack, you can go to queenofcoinsilver.com, or if you're just ready to go ahead and say, Queen, just give me your direct link. I'm ready to start stacking silver, coins, and crypto because silver, again, outperforms gold, and silver is going to be used. They're going to force people to need electronic vehicles. Gas prices are about to be out the ass, like literally. In 2011, during the last crash after 2008, 2011, silver hit its all-time high. JP Morgan, since 2011, has been um, hoarding over 350 million ounces of silver. People, that's 38% of the world's population. The Department of Justice had conviction against JP Morgan since 2020. So these shortages in silver is going to drive the prices up. Gold being at $1,800 an ounce is not an affordable accumulation process. Bitcoin being at $20,000, which is digital gold, is not an affordable accumulation. You have to have $20,000 for one Bitcoin and almost $2,000 for 1 ounce of gold. And so this is why I am educating you all about what assets is going to help you when this dollar, right, is switched to digital currency. That's the only reason why you see um, the CTCs, central bank digital currency. I mean, not central bank, the child tax credit. That's what I'm trying to say. Because right now, right, they want to get a certain income class mind program to getting monthly payments. So when the central banks come in, right, when the central banks come in or the central bank's digital currency come in, um, what's going to happen is they're going to introduce UBI, which is Universal Basic Income. And people are in a certain income that qualify for child tax credit are already, their mind is already programmed to get these monthly payments. But that's going to decrease their tax refunds that they are accustomed to. So learn about how you can stack silver to get gold. This book, I couldn't find a physical copy of it, but I've had this book for at least 5 years. I had this book for at least 5 years. So people can know exactly what type of silver and gold they should buy. But right now, I'm suggesting to people or educating people why gold is a better, I mean, silver is a better investment over gold right now. And definitely cryptocurrency. Let's look at the crypto market. Again, if you have $100,000 to contribute to a policy or a reserve account, that'll make your cash value 300,000, right? And withdrawals up to 100K will be considered on those bases and not taxable. But these are strategies that wealthy people have used to amass a large amount of wealth, like Walt Disney, like J.C. Penney, like Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. If you don't have Ray Kroc, J.C. Penney, or Walt Disney money, it's not for you. It's, having these policies are not for you. Just straight up, point blank, period. So let's look at the crypto market. We got BTC $20,870. People, if you did not get in, um, you know, at the dip, then let's, hey, I don't know. But Ether 1,216. One thing I can say about cryptocurrency, They dip, they do, they take hard dips, but they don't crash. They always come back and they multiply. But again, this strategy is not for people who cannot stay in crypto for at least 3 to 5 years. If you're not looking at your crypto investing as a long-term saving account that can cut your millionaire date in half versus being a millionaire in 7 to 10 years, these are wealth strategies with silver and crypto that can realistically make the middle class person wealthy. Real investment classes that you don't have to come to with wealth, but you can come without a whole lot of money and get wealthy. So with that being said, you all, just want to give you the most up to date on Dogecoin and Elon Musk. Want to tell you, for the people that tell me, yeah, we are in a recession. No, according to Wall Street, the South is going to see $6 gas for regular. And once you see people not at restaurants, not traveling, not having cookouts, 4th of July, not partying as much, not doing frivolous spending, when you see student loans repayment uncapped, say it's time to pay back those student loans. When you see people saying, I cannot afford to go to work. See, it's people saying they can't afford to go to work now, but they still go out and party. They celebrate the 4th of July. Not when it's for real, they can't afford. And people know that July 13th, the Fed meet again next week. The Fed will meet again to raise the basis point, which is going to make credit even more expensive for the middle class to borrow. They're going to eliminate the middle class ability to borrow to get assets. So you test cash flow to the screen and get your credit fixed now. People earning 5% on a insurance policy. It's good, but that's not helping when you got people that have 45% rate increase. This is out of Tampa. Oh, thank you. Said July 13th is the full moon. I always look for new moons, right? Because that's the Bible. But usually the full moon, the cryptos do not move well with the full moon. So that means that, whatever the Fed say on July 13th, it may definitely give a dip to the crypto market and the stock market. Did you all know that the last recession, people lost 40% of their retirement 401ks? And I spoke to a person yesterday that told me they've already lost $40,000 out of their 401ks. So, I'm not talking about gold and silver ETFs either. Having physical gold and silver, converting it to cash, is a hedge against a crash, right? So let's listen in. Tampa woman, 45%.
But for some, that price of paradise is more than they're willing to pay. ABC Action News reporter Jada Williams talked to one woman who's left deciding between a 45% rent increase or a new place to live.
I really think it's just landlords taking advantage of the market that they have here right now.
Erica Belazarian is facing the same issue many in Tampa Bay are seeing. accept a new rent increase, or find a new, more affordable place to live.
I just don't think that a 45% increase heading into the fall is a reasonable increase to ask of anyone, regardless of anyone's financial status. We are possibly entering a recession. Inflation is at an all-time high. Things aren't getting better. And so to ask that sort of increase from people just is not reasonable, in my opinion.
Belazarian moved into Society West Shore last October with a base rent of $1,937. If she wants to stay another year, she'll have to pay $2,821. That's 45% more.
I did know that I had a 60-day advance notice, which is still not until mid-August. So to get this letter in July, making it sound like a really great offer that I need to let them know by the middle of the month about this $884 rent increase was kind of shocking.
ABC Action News reached out to Society West Shore. They had no comment for the rent increases. Belazarian says they haven't told her why the rent is increasing either.
So I'm hoping to negotiate it to something that works for both of us. And if we can't, then I'll find somewhere else in the city to live.
A Tampa-based landlord-tenant attorney says if you plan to negotiate, here are some things to keep in mind. Research the cost of similar apartments or houses nearby. Put it in writing and negotiate before the end of your lease. In Tampa, Jada.
Ouch. That's inflation. So you're going to see recession, as she said, that kicks into August when these eviction comes, right? When these foreclosures happen, they just switch the name of the bad mortgages from subprime mortgages to non-prime, right? This has been this has been a bubble getting bigger and bigger ever since the problem never was fixed. In fact, it was just more inflated. So I want to share this article with you as well. Is cryptocurrency a good investment? This is USA Today. I invested thousands. Here's why I think it's wise. I don't remember the very first time I heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but my earliest impressions they were negative. The fact that Bitcoin is being used to grease the wheels of dark underworld initially made me consider the crypto space. And again, my channel is not about investing advice, but I do highly recommend you text that number on the screen to get the Crypto U education that's thrown down at the bottom course, because this is going to teach you what cryptocurrencies, when this currency system resets, when we move away from physical cash dollar and physical coins into central banks digital currency, CBDC. It's going to educate you on what cryptos are just pump and dumps and Ponzi schemes, and which ones are having, the real use cases for this great reset and the biggest wealth transfer this generation has ever experienced. So now another article I just thought was interesting. Cryptocurrency, is it meant for equity or equity for blacks in the LGBTC community? Investors, what does crypto crash leave things? I think the crypto crash scared a lot of people away. If you are an investor and you understand how wealth transfer works, you want to get in at the dips in the crash. That's anything, whether it's stock market or real estate. You never want to buy at the all-time high prices. Does not matter what the interest rate is. And that's what people without a financial education, and just know when I say people without financial education, it's not to insult anyone. They don't teach this in schools or religion for a reason. Right? I told a story yesterday of my aunt that faithfully tithed for years, but she struggled financially all her life and she died broke. She went to the church once for financial help, the church that she had tied to for years, and they gave her a loan. She had to repay that. I don't know what the interest on it was, but it was a repayment. One thing I know, she religiously tithed. She believes in that. And that's why I talk about the Bible when I teach it so much. If only she would have, because you know what? She was a school teacher as well. She taught English for years, retired school teaching, um, a great English teacher. I'm a teacher, or and was a basketball coach in public schools. I know teachers have a formal education, but they don't have financial education. They don't know. They know their specialty area. They know English, science, math, chemistry, algebra, social studies, right? Art, music, physical education, basketball. They know those areas. They don't know financial education. They don't know gold and silver is real money. They don't know about the digital currency switch that's coming. They don't know what assets you have in a recession. And as a result, your children don't know, and your children's children don't know. So now reports are coming out that 80% of U.S. workers are fearing losing their jobs in a recession. Almost 4 in 5 employees fear losing their job during a potential recession. They're even saying that remote work, right? Remote work will be decreasing as well. Also, natural gas is soaring. I did a live stream last night showing that Kenneth Copeland said that he has land. If you don't know him, he's a global, world renowned preacher that has natural gas on it. I tell people all the time, if your pastors have assets, if they are investing your tithes and offering, why aren't you investing your money? If they have books for sales and CDs and that they get outside of tithes and offerings, why aren't you investing your money? If they make money under tax-free money, why won't you tax cash flow? Whether you have a pastor or not, right? Because church is not for everyone, but there are some people that's in churches, and like my aunt, they are tithing, but they're living, struggling paycheck to paycheck. So natural gas soars 700%, become the driving force in the new Cold War. Shortages of fuel are rippling throughout the global economy, threatening recessions and further wave of inflation. A fire broke out in a facility in Texas that takes natural gas from U.S. shale into liquid and ships overseas. Did you all know that happened? There's a whole lot of things that happened on the 4th of July that people were so, including Warren Buffett buying 2,100 acres of land, that people were so consumed with. One thing about me, I may go to Essence Festival, but I keep up with the economy. In North Dakota, and if you know anything about Bill Gates, he was studying COVID-19 a year or two before it was released, and he's the owner of Beyond Meat, which is like some type of processed type of stuff that's not real meat. He's the largest farmland owner in the United States, and during the 4th of July, he just won legal approval to buy 2,100 acres of farmland worth $13.5 million. Some people, they party and barbecue, but they don't stay woke about the economy. They don't stay woke about what's going on in the economy. This happened over the 4th of July weekend as well as the Texas, gas fire. That sounds similar to what happened with the smart chips, right? Now, what's going on today? Beijing hit with the new COVID vaccine mandate. This is new, breaking news. Beijing is two of China's biggest city. So they have they are back in lockdown, people. Do you have a plan to make money from home? Because we know the first time it happened here in China first, and then it trickled to the United States. Forced millions to stay at home. Let's listen in on this. This is like a 2 minute clip.
Marks 1 million COVID deaths. China is doubling down on its zero COVID strategy that has forced millions to stay isolated in their homes. Lawrence Gaston is a professor at Georgetown University and founding O'Neill Chair in Global Health Law, as well as the director of the World Health Organization's Collaborating Center on National and Global Health Law. Professor Gaston, welcome. It's great to have you with us. So, the head of the World Health Organization says that China's zero COVID strategy was not sustainable. Now, in response, China's foreign ministry is calling those remarks irresponsible and took them off social media. So, in your professional opinion, is China's strategy sustainable?
No, it's clearly not sustainable. I don't think anyone in my field would think it's sustainable. You have to remember, Tanya, that this virus, in terms of the Omicron and its subvariants, is so incredibly contagious that eventually most, if not everybody, will get it, including in China. It's almost as contagious as measles. If you put 10 people in a room with measles for an hour, 8 of them will be infected. And so it's clearly not sustainable. And China is in a big problem because they don't have good vaccines. The elderly haven't been vaccinated. And they have this an inferior vaccine to the messenger RNA vaccines we have here in the West. And so that's a perfect storm for a really big outbreak for China and a big economic and social and health problem.
So I don't know how they say China don't have good jobs. I mean, China leads United States in everything from production, from better school system and technology and advancement programs, right? So actually, you all remember China is the one that built the hospital, the bigger hospital for its patients before the United States did anything. So oh well, that's the game they play. And when it comes to your finances, but my question is, do you have money, or do you have a plan to work from home? You test cash flow to that number on the screen. You can get residual income, more money out your paycheck. You're a small business owner, you can get the same tax brackets that Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, franchisee like McDonald's and Starbucks get, and you get money for referring other or sharing the program with other people. It's passive residual income. Improve your credit right now. Again, July 13th, credit is going to be more expensive where the middle class, when they raise the basis point where the middle class won't be afford to borrow and leverage credit. So get your cash flow up right now, right? Make money from home. This is the cash flow. Number to 254-788-1144. This is what I will introduce you to. You can see within 4 minutes, make money from home. Do I think another shutdown is coming in the fall? It is highly possible. Save money on the bills you're already paying. They have bill negotiators, professional bills negotiator that will lower your recurring expenses. We saw the lady in Tampa that has an $800+ rent increase. You need to make and save money and create and grow money now more than ever. Create and grow passive income. And also, this is the home of the instant pay raise if you have a job, where they can analyze your paycheck, your W-4, adjust your allowances and see if you're overpaying the federal taxes. That money comes back to you. So you can start making, saving, and growing your cash flow. Build passive income. They have a land banking out of California if you want to grow your passive income opportunity. And all of this done by the experts for you. Also, credit restoration comes free with the membership, right? Also, stacking silver to get gold. Again, silver is under $30 right now. I think everyone should have silver in their portfolio if you're serious about wealth. So go to the website, strolling down, stacking silver to get gold.com. Unlock the 4 secrets of the wealthy. Watch that 4-minute video. Select the Get Started tab. You will see my name and contact information. I want you to become a wealth ambassador, right? Where you can earn profits and also create residual income from this as well. You're going to invest in silver, have a strategy to earn residual income. You complete all of your information there, select the wealth ambassador, and then I will contact you and let you know more information about the coins and things like that that are not taxed. See, you get a 1099B form when you are taxed. And I'm also going to email you my free PDF booklet so that once you get in the system and start stacking your silver, you can have this Queen of Coins silver stacking report. And it will tell you what silver you should then turn around and invest in that you won't get taxed on. So saving in taxes is the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. So if you need to um, exchange your silver for food or buy gas or make groceries, because there's going to be come a time where the silver dollar, I mean, the physical dollar is not going to be accepted for payment. It's going to be switched over sometimes during the spring of next year, according to the Fed and Jerome Powell, to central banks' digital currency. And you're going to see things like we do not accept cash. If you go to any sporting events, it's already cashless. You can't go to a sporting game or stadium and spend cash. Your cash is not accepted there. I went to the NBA playoff games in Atlanta and in Memphis. Um, I've been to, in Essence, when we went to the Essence Festival, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the New Orleans Saints play. It's cashless. Someone went to a Dodgers baseball game. He said he withdrew cash and the cash was not accepted. So once you become that wealth ambassador, I'm going to email you that my free PDF silver stacking report so you can know what silver to that you should invest in, so that upon the exchange or the resale of silver, you will not be taxed, and you definitely want that, right? Or you can visit the Queen of Coin silver report. It just have about 2 or 3 more videos. If you want more detailed information, go to Queen of Coin Silver. But if you're ready to go ahead and get the Wealth Ambassador package, go to silverstacking2getgold.com and text cash flow to increase your cash flow, double the money you're already making, and shift thousands to you in taxes, and improve your credit and lower your residual bills at the same time. 254-788-1144. And the last call to action, if you want a crypto education, you want to learn about what cryptos to invest in, which ones are going to be used in this currency system reset, how to store your crypto wallet, text crypto to 331-444-5556. You all have a great day today. Let me get in the sauna, exercise, sweat this cold out, and we're gonna live stream again tonight, right? As long as I get this cold out of me. You all do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, share this on YouTube, give me some heart. On Facebook, show some digital love, some hearts on Twitter. Hit that box on Twitter, reshare, like and share. Give me a heart on Facebook and share this on your personal page. Queen out.